Hello, future nurses. I've got a great trick for you if you're studying for the HESI and you are trying to learn fractions and you're getting confused with improper fractions, proper fractions, mixed numbers, common denominators, different rules for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So what we're going to do here is we're going to convert all of our fractions into decimals, then do the math, and then find the correct answer among the multiple choices listed. As you might already know, all fractions can also be represented as decimals. So if you have a fraction such as 3/4, then you could write it as 3/4, but that is the same as saying 3 divided by 4. So if you look at the divided by symbol, it kind of represents a fraction with the bar and then number on top and a number on the bottom. So 3/4 is the same as 3 divided by 4. And you can put that into your calculator. Most people for the HESI are allowed to use a simple 4-function calculator. You can use the one on your phone. It'll be similar. You can't use the one on your phone on the real test, but when you're practicing, the one on your phone is going to be similar to the on-screen calculator that you'll have, or sometimes they'll give you like a small little, actual physical calculator that you can use. So practice doing these problems using a simple calculator. So punch in 3 divided by 4 and you'll get 0.75. And so that is mathematically equivalent to the fraction 3/4. So 3/4 is equal to 0.75. And no matter what fraction you have, you can always take the number on top, which is also called the numerator, divide it by the number on the bottom, which is called the denominator, and that will get you the decimal. The only way it's different is if you have what's called a mixed number, and that is, for example, 2.5. So for a number like that, then you have to add the number that's out front to plus, and then you do the fraction. And I'm going to put that in parentheses just so that we remember to do this first. But PEMDAS would also tell us that that has to go first. So 2.5 is 2 plus 1 divided by 2. That comes from the 1/2, 1 divided by 2. And so that is like saying 2 plus, and then if you put 1 divided by 2 into your calculator, you get 0.5. And so that, when you add them together, of course, is going to give you 2.5. So if on your test you had a problem such as 3/4 plus 2.5, then the way most people were taught fractions, in this case, you'd have to turn the 2.5 into an improper fraction. You'd have to find a common denominator, add, and then simplify. Instead, since we know what their decimal equivalents are, we can just say 3/4 plus 2.5 is the same as saying 0.75 plus 2.5. And that is something that you can put into your calculator. So go ahead and do that now. 0.75 plus 2.5 should give you 3.25. And that is your answer. Easy peasy, right? So the only part here that we haven't talked about yet, and we'll talk about this in the next video, is then how to match that to the correct answer in a multiple choice question, because in a multiple choice, your answers are probably going to also be fractions. Right now, we've got it as a decimal. So we'll address that in the next one. Meanwhile, happy studying.